Under segregation, we could not be in the same environment, use the same beaches as white folks.
You still could go to the beach, but why would you want to go down there if you don't have a place to change your clothes, if you're not going to be able to get a meal easily, and if somebody may slash your tires or give you a ticket?
It's a raw and real documentary that dives into the 1,000-year-old journey of Black surfing and aquatic culture from Africa to America.
And as we approach Juneteenth, our next guest is highlighting some of the many other challenges they have had to overcome along the way. Joining us live to discuss the holiday and invite viewers to a special screening is the director and activist, David Mesfin. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Nice to be here.
So Juneteenth commemorates the end of slavery here in the U.S., but why is this holiday important to you personally?
I mean, to me personally, it's the historical significance, you know, the sacrifice that the enslaved went through, and also I think the sacrifice of those who actually freed them. One of the most interesting stories that I found recently was that 75% of the soldiers that came in were African Americans. So imagine their stories being told historically and passed on through generations. So the historical part, I think, is very important.
And you've been able to use your light as a documentary maker and bring that to the community and around the world, as we were talking about. You've been traveling. What's been the impact so far?
So there's two things. One is the individual impact. When people see the documentary, at the end of it, we usually have a Q&A session. And a lot of times what you find is that people find out for the first time the aquatic history and surfing history in context of Black culture, and that has like a tremendous impact. So most of the people end up learning how to swim and surf, and they share that story. The second one is the impact that it's having on a lot of the organizations that are joining, coming on the panel and talking about their organization that is putting spotlight on their organization. One example is Black Surfers Collective, and coming on panel. Supervisor Holly Mitchell coming on board and supporting him. So that's beautiful. That's the impact that I see of the film.
Yeah, I would think the more you probably learned, the more you thought it was important to raise awareness.
Indeed. It's the whole thing about history, right? So you discover and you bring that awareness out, and people embrace it and pass it on to the next generation.
Documentaries are a lot more difficult than people think. Sometimes it takes years to make. What are some of the challenges?
I think one of the main challenge for me was finding distribution. That was, I think last time I was here, we were talking about distribution, and recently I'm very optimistic, and recently I was lucky to partner with Comcast, the Black Experience Xfinity, so it's going to be available on August 1st with our partners there. So that's an amazing news. PBS Hawaii. And also there's a partner called Video Project, and they make it available for educational institutions. And then, live right now, it's actually available starting today, so you can pre-order it. You can go to wadeinthewaterproject.com and actually watch it, and that's,
Okay, so you're going to have a special screening in Hermosa Beach.
Yes.
Excellent place for that. And there's going to be a panel discussion after?
Yes, again, panel discussion, inviting community members and individuals that can speak in different aspects of surfing culture, from therapy, the growth of surfing and BIPOC community, and also the mayor of Hermosa will be there. So it'll be an interesting conversation, and I'm sure the outcome will be optimistic.
Yeah, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're sending out some good vibes into the world, right?
Indeed, you have to.
Yes, of course. All right, David, thank you again.